Hey guys, I thought I would share with you my painting setup. So currently my students are on their third day of art for the year. We have 30-minute classes, and all of my students all of my students first grade through fourth grade are currently painting, and I'll share with you what we're doing. I love to start off the year with almost as close as I can get it, my students all doing the same thing. It saves my sanity. It helps me really just keep reinforcing routines and procedures without having 20 things happening at once. And we do a lot of painting in here. So for that reason, I thought we would just kick it all off with a painting project. And I do a little something different every year. What we're doing this year is we are all painting shapes with patterns and line designs. I managed to score a whole bunch of these pre-cut pieces of paper, these shapes at IKEA. They had a big bundle of about 70 of them for like $1.50. Already cut, beautiful colors, thin paper, but it's fine. And we're gonna do a little like bunting and a wall hanging with it. Some other things, I'll keep you posted. Still percolating, but right now we're just painting. So in that 30 minutes, you kind of saw what I do with my students to really introduce them to painting. It does not give them a ton of time to paint, but it does get them at least painting a little bit so that the following art classes, they'll know exactly what to do. The good news is that these shapes are so small, it actually doesn't take them very long to paint them. So what will I do with those kids who are finished next time? Just have them paint another one while their friends catch up. So some of them will end up painting 2, some of them will end up painting 1. They're all gonna be a part of a big decor kind of thing anyway, so the more, the better. Let's talk about what I have as far as painting goes. So as far as painting goes, I have these lidded ice cube trays. I found them online. If you just Google search ice cube trays with lids, I think you'll find them too. I don't know the specific name brand. I apologize. So this is what they look like. And I love these guys. Like, where have these been my whole life? The reason I love them is because the lid, it's not like super duper airtight, but it's airtight enough. Here's how airtight it is. The last couple of weeks of school last year, we were painting. I put the lids on them. I forgot about them. I came back in August. The paint was still wet inside. Not molded, wet. It was good to go. But because I wanted to change the colors out, I simply took the lids off. They come off really easily. And I let them dry for a couple of days. Once they dried, the bottoms of these trays, this is rubberized. You just turn it over the trash can, push that bottom part in. This one's empty, so I can push that bottom part in. The dried paint pops right out. Refill, recover, good to go. I have these between every 2 students. So 2 students share a paint tray. And this has been used all day long by first grade through 4th. And you can see they do a really great job of keeping the colors clean. We don't have a lot of contamination of colors because mama don't play like that. Like, if I see you doing that, I'm gonna remind you. If you continue doing it, then you're gonna have to take a painting break. So that's one painting hack that I cannot recommend enough. This one's gonna be a little tricky for me to hold up because it's got water in it. These are my Dollar Tree doggy dishes. Another, like, where was this from the entirety of my teaching career? I love this dog dish. First of all, it doesn't tip over ever. Secondly, it's got 2 spots. We put a little bit of water, like 2 inches, just in case we do have a spill. If we're carrying this to the sink to get clean water, it doesn't hold that much. So it's not gonna be a huge amount of water of a spill. And we only fill it about half full. And then I cut sponges in half and I put sponges on this side. We wash our brushes on this side. We drag our brushes to keep the bristles nice and pointy, making an X on this side. So wash, dry by dragging, not by stomping, and then they're good to get another color. That is my setup. When my students are painting, they go shopping at the store. That means they go gather their supplies on a cafeteria table, which I can show that to you in a sec. And at the store, I let them go get their own supplies, filing in a line from the floor to the store. And I always tell them what is on their shopping list. They don't have to get everything at the store. Mama don't get everything when she goes to Walmart. She only gets what's on her shopping list. Same with you. You got 3 things. They were to get 1 shape, any color they wanted. And they were to get a messy mat, even though they're not very messy yet. It's just a piece of junky construction paper that we're going to use to kind of act like a tray to carry their paintings to the drying rack, and a paintbrush. When they got to their seat, wrote their name and teacher code on the back. That's just what we always do. And then they started painting. So we're focusing on different kinds of lines and designs. But that's what I'm saying to them. But our real focus is learning painting procedures, learning how to take care of our brush, making sure it's nice and pointy, making sure to hold it correctly. We're making sure to always clean our brush before getting a new color to make sure the colors don't get contaminated. That's the real lesson here with these first couple of days painting. It's also a way for me to test, to just look and see. If I say simple line designs and I demonstrate it, are they going to be able to do that? What are they going to come up with? And I use this as a way to kind of gauge where they are. I've taught most of them before, but it just helps give me a refresher. Where are they? What do we maybe need to focus a little bit more on this year? So these guys, I will keep you posted. These, of course, are my examples, but I'll share theirs with you very soon. But I just wanted to share with you some of my favorite painting hacks when it comes to using tempera paint. If you're wondering what kind of paint I use a variety of different kind of paints. So I'm not going to shout out a specific brand because I use several brands, but I will tell you this. I don't like washable tempera paints because they tend to be very kind of watery and yucky. Just tell the kids that they know where the aprons are if they want to use them. Please be careful. Please hang up your coats and jackets on my coat rack so that we're not wearing coats and jackets when we're painting. I did pre-mix a lot of these tints or the lighter colors that you see. The reason I did that is because our focus was not mixing colors. Our focus today was just learning the painting procedures. So yeah, there you have it. I hope that helps. If you had any questions about painting with small humans. Now we do a lot of different kind of painting in here. Tempera cakes, watercolor paint, liquid watercolor paint. So those, some of the things that I would do with the kids are similar. Some of them are different. So I'll make sure to share them if and when we get there, which we will. So when we get there. Anyway, thanks guys. Talk to you soon.